What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Cambros podcast. Today's first guest, it's a very special guest that I've met a while. No, I didn't meet him, but I've known him since 2020, since COVID.
10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. And do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sergio. I don't know if you guys know me, but I make drinks online. So I've been doing it for about 2 years now. And here I am on my very first podcast.
I know, bro. You're our first guest, and like I said, bro, I was getting nervous, and I just wanted to like treat the first guest like you feel welcome home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously the same hats. You know, we got Long Ray, happy dad. So tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. What made you start a TikTok? Like, what made you want to do drinks, and what kept you going?
Yeah, if you were to ask my girl this question, dude, she'd tell you that she's the one that got me onto TikTok. Because before that, like I always thought like, oh, TikTok's for people that are just fucking. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like people that are just fucking at home, you know, not working. It was during COVID, so I was like, these people just gotta get a job. And then she got me onto TikTok, started sending me videos and all that stuff. And then I don't know, just one day this because I make rim dips. So with the rim dip, I posted the recipe online on it, and that was the very first video. And I posted it. It was like 10 at night, and then woke up 25,000 views.
Damn, like, overnight?
What the fuck? Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's so much. And then it just kept on growing and growing and growing and growing. And then I let her know. She was, we were just coworkers at the time. So I told her, like, look.
Oh, you guys just met?
Yeah. We went through work. And then nice. I was like, whoa, like, it's crazy. You know, then it went to 50,000. Then my followers started going up. Yeah. And then that video got to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 6 million, 8 million. And I was like, fuck, I got to do something. Yeah. And then at the time I was doing drinks. That's what I actually brought today. I was doing drinks, and then for my family, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all that stuff.
You were the bartender?
Yeah. And I was using the rim dip with the drink. So I posted the recipe. That got like 3-4 million. And then,
you grew since then?
People started asking me like, hey, try it with this. Hey, try it with that.
And that's what kept you going, making videos?
Yeah, that's how I started.
Nice.
So,
I was going to say, how many followers do you have?
Right now, I'm sitting at 795K. 795K.
Nice. You ever, like, is this something that you want to do? Or, like, what do you see your TikTok passion about? Like, how do you see it? Is it something you want to continue doing?
Yeah. I'm going to write it out. You know, the whole time where they were talking about, like, oh, you know, they might ban TikTok.
I saw that.
Fuck it. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, I mean, I'm chilling. You know, I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, but I'm not going to try to let it affect me, because at the end of the day, it's just a side gig. Yeah. You know, if this doesn't work out, I'll try something else. Yeah,
for us, too. Like, this is a side gig that we wanted to start doing. And, like, me and my brother, we're fabricators. We're welders.
Okay. And
I've been wanting to do podcasts for about a couple years already. I wanted to do it, like, around 2023. I was just really into podcasts around the time, and I just wanted to make my own. And me and my brother, we grew up watching movies, and that's what you see around. Like, you see like anime, you see Bob Marley, like all the movie stuff, and that's what we like to do. And that's what our podcast, that's what we want to talk about. But I wanted to continue growing and bringing in guests. That's why, you know, when I hit you up, I was like, oh, hell yeah, you know, I want to make him the first guest. Yeah. And that's what just kept it going. And we want to make it as like a little side thing, you know what I mean? And if it grows big, thank God it grows big, and we just go from there. But my plan is just to have fun with it. You know, meet new people, grow people, help out people with their, like, your rim dip and like with clothing, whatever. Like, just, it's cool to know more people. Yeah. And I always say this, and my dad always tells us that you always want to hear the other people out when it comes to a podcast. Like, you know, what's their story, what they've been through, and what's some cool stories. And for example, like you as your first guest, I've been a fan since 2020, and that's when I started. That's when you started, and that's when I started noticing. And I was, you know what, I'm gonna make a drink like that. To this day, I've never made a drink, because I'm gonna save them and do them later. But then I ended up forgetting about it, and I don't do them. But I kept up with your content, and it was pretty cool. Like, you kept going and kept going, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna try that one time. And I bought the Smirnoff, but right now I realized
the Tamarindo one, right?
The Tamarindo one.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the Arizonas, because I remember you tried the watermelon one. And I was like, that one looks good. But I have other ingredients that I want to make. It's like a pina colada type with a buzzball. And I make it all the time, like a while back. But it's nothing like I copied off somebody. I just threw in random pieces in there, and I was like, oh, it tastes good, and it tastes like a pina colada.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I started doing.
Now that I've been doing this for a little bit, and I'm also noticing that I'm just like oh, maybe this and this goes together, and dude, it comes out so good. Like it's you just kind of have a feeling that these things are gonna pair well. So I feel like that's what you're doing.
What was the one video that made it go viral? Like that you got more than like millions of views.
The first one that I got, the very first video I posted.
The very first one.
The very first one, yeah.
And then I saw the tamarindo one that you made.
That one I think got like 6 million views.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, and then I was known a while for the tamarindo Smirnoff. Like I would just
that's right. I remember that from.
Yeah. I would just be posting videos just using the tamarindo Smirnoff. Anytime I try to use something else like tequila or anything else, the videos would get like 50,000 views, maybe, like, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
Tamarindo Smirnoff, 500,000 views.
Do you ever get paid by them? Where we got hit up by them? No.
They're the only ones that are playing hard to get.
Yeah. Have you ever got other promotions like gear, bottles, whatever?
Yeah.
Happy Dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Happy Dad they reached out to me. They're not any sponsor or anything like that, but they reached out to me like, hey, you know, I think it's their marketing person. They used to work for Beatbox. So Beatbox sent me a bunch of stuff too, and then they switched over to Happy Dad. They're like, hey, you know, we love what you did at Beatbox, so here's, you know, we want to send you some stuff. So they sent me hats, sweaters, like 3 cases of their Happy Dads, and
which is your favorite?
So far, the grape one.
The grape one?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was my second one. The fruit punch is our favorite one. The fruit punch is the top one. This is
the first time I'm trying it, actually. Hold on, let's see. In-person review. No, I still like the grape better.
The grape?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grape's good, but the fruit punch, it has like that little sweet fruit punch watered down type, but it just it tastes good. It tastes good.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the very last bit when you have it with ice and it's like watered down.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, when you do videos, how often do you make them? Like every day or like no?
Does it look like I'm making them every day?
Yeah, because like I was gonna ask you, do you drink a lot and do you get tipsy right away, or like how's your tolerance?
So with anything, if you know, when you're first starting out to drink, when I first started drinking was when I was first starting TikTok. That's when I never really drank before that.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
26.
26?
Yeah, just turned 26. Well, I guess last year. No, this year. Sorry. Nice. Yeah. Never went to a bar. Never was really out at clubs, anything like that. No.
I was like, ask you about that too.
No. Prior to that, and I don't know, just TikTok, just a little, I guess, opened the doors. I don't, it could be viewed as a negative, but I started drinking more. But tolerance wise, I think I'm pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm like super, super high tolerance, but a few drinks and I'm already feeling it.
What made you not want to go to clubs? Like, what's your reason?
It just wasn't my scene.
No.
I thought it wasn't my scene.
For me too, I don't mind going, but I feel like I'd just rather be home.
Yeah.
I'd rather be home, make some drinks, kick back, and it's a lot more fun being home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to go out, but I mean, how the drinks are nowadays, all pricey as fuck. I'm not paying that.
Dude, we went to a bar on Mill Ave. I forget the name of it. It's like a Varsity Club, something like that.
Varsity Tavern?
So, yeah.
The 3-story one?
Yeah,
I've been there.
Went to just one drink. The tab came out to like $20. I was like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, we ordered I remember ordering a Dos Equis bottle and came out to like $12. I was like, did I get 2 or 1? And and it was too pricey. It's like, I'm not gonna pay this. And I mean, at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I'm already there, might as well. But I was never really much of a club guy now coming here. But back home, I would cross the border, go to parties in Mexico, and just party there at 18, 19, 20, 21. And yeah, I became a dad at 21, and I just stopped going. It wasn't my scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, here is not often. I've never been really like into it. If it's for a special occasion, yeah. But other than that, I'd rather get drunk at home where I can just knock out on the couch or go over to the bed and just kick back there.
I agree with that. Like I always I prefer to do things at home always. That's what my family is used to, you know, whenever they want to drink or whenever they want to get together, they just go home. They will go over to my mom's house, actually. That's like the party house. So always comedian.
Is that where you usually film?
Yeah. No, I used to.
Oh, okay.
So I used to film. I used to film there in the backyard. Just very, very low cost setup, which was one of my biggest surprises. My biggest surprise was like, wow, a lot of people are following me, and I just have like a $50 tripod, and I use a cutting board as a back, like as a
Yeah.
the backdrop.
The
And
famous
then-
scene. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like basically under $100 setup, and a lot of people are watching my stuff. So
Yeah, that's good. I mean, also starting like here at home, this is a goal of mine, just to have my own studio, and or later on when we get our own house, I want to have like the room just for the podcast. That way, people can make it feel more welcome and like look more professional, And I've always thought like, oh, just shooting here at the house is not gonna get attention, but there's other podcast people that I follow, and they also film at home. They film like in the couch, and if they can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna continue doing it.
no, yeah, for sure. Like there was a time where I wanted to up the production, like put money into camera equipment. But I bought like a Mac. I forget what it's called. It was like $800. It was a pretty good one. Never used it.
No.
No.
You thought about you doing YouTube, or just
thought
TikTok?
about it, but I don't think the type of videos that I do it'd probably be good for YouTube Shorts, but like not actual YouTube videos, unless I do like vlogging more about my life. But I don't know.
Have you uploaded YouTube Shorts?
Just like once, and I didn't even touch it again.
How's TikTok though? Like, is that a little side income that gets you, well, like occupied or like with financial?
It's a hit or miss, honestly. Like for example, before they used to pay pennies, like maybe like a couple dollars per like 100,000 views, something like that. So I'd be getting like $15 per video, something like that, which is still good. But now, depending on the views, and it's different for everybody, but depending on the views, now it's like a dollar per like 1,000 is like the average.
It went up?
Yeah, so it went up. But because it went up, because it went up, now my views dropped.
Oh, okay.
So I used to hit like million views pretty often.
Yeah, I always
But
see
now
you
it's like
get a lot of views.
I've been sitting at 790,000 since last year, November, and I haven't gone up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, have you thought about doing more type of content besides just making drinks?
No, honestly, I've tried. I've tried to go like a day in my life, or me doing something else, which sometimes it's good, but I don't know, just privacy, I guess.
Yeah. That's something that I had to keep in mind, that whatever I record is gonna be like out in the public.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful what I say. I have to be careful what I record and the type of content that I'm gonna be showing. And then, for example, we went to Sedona trip, and I don't want to show.
You posted a little bit on YouTube now.
Yeah, I don't want to show too much of the family there because I want to keep them private. But I mainly show like me and my brother, me and my girl, and a little bit of my son, a little bit of family. But it's not like everybody that was there. I didn't want to record nothing because I want to keep them private still. You never know who's watching too, so I'm always careful. And then our parents always tell us like, "Oh, be careful what you post." Like the type of parents that they want to make sure that you don't do something bad and get in trouble.
Yeah.
And I want to have fun with this. I want to keep continuing doing podcasts and bring other guests and just continue to grow. Yeah. That's what my plan is for this. And my career-wise, I want to become something else, but it's going to take a minute to get there.
What do you want to do?
A welding inspector.
Okay.
A welding inspector is someone that goes to like a shop or something to check the weld, and if it's a good weld, or like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like one of the top positions for welding, and you have to do a test, and once you do the test, you get like a license for the state or the whole country, and you just travel, go to a shop and just check if everything's okay, see if the welds are good and clean, and go home and get paid. So that's but it's one of the hardest tests to take.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So that's one of my goals. But for now, I mean, with everything going up and shit being really expensive,
really
I got to put that in pause.
Yeah.
So. I noticed you got a truck. What is it?
It's a 24 Frontier.
Frontier? Oh, nice. What happened to the iconic car?
Yeah, it's at home. It's the CRV. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of it. It's a cool car. I like it. It's reliable. I just I've been saving money since I was 15, and then I think that same day I was like, let's just go see. I'm kind of feeling that itch of a new car. And then at the dealership, I was ready to walk out. I was like, no, I don't really need this. But then I saw a video on TikTok actually, and it was talking about like you're saving all this money. You're so much time working for what? Like, yeah, you're saving money. But what if something happens to you tomorrow? You know, so that I was like,
you're in the fuck it, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, literally, that's literally what I said. I was like, fuck it, you know, at least I'm a die in I have a brand new truck, and you know.
Yeah, it looks clean, bro. That's all I was. Nice clean truck.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. So I'm happy driving it. It's super cool car. I mean, it's my very first new car. So definitely an
His first car? First truck?
Yeah.
Nice.
All my other ones have been used, like 2000s and older. So
I want to go back to your TikTok. What's been like the craziest drink that you made that surprised you? That you thought it wasn't gonna taste good, but it's one of your favorites.
Have you seen my latest video? It's a Dr. Pepper margarita.
Yeah, I seen that one.
That one.
My girl loves Dr. Pepper, and she saw it, and I was like, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, I saw that other guy make it, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I like Dr. Pepper, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
So whenever I saw that, I was like, no, I gotta try this because it just sounds weird. It
sounded nasty, by the way.
Yeah.
I never had. Well, I've tried Coke and Jack. I'm not a big fan of it. I'll take it if it's one of the options or if it's a cool drink. My buddy likes it. It's just strong, but I'm not a person when it comes to soda. I've never been like a soda type of with alcohol. I just like soda by itself because of sugar and the way it tastes. But mixed with alcohol or any type of vodka, tequila, I can't. It's not one of my types. I like tequila. I like little mixed drinks here and there. I like green tea shots. I like
those are good,
the Mexican candy ones. One of my other ones. Patron. Like tequila, the clear one.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. But I never made mixed drinks like that. Just the only one, the pina colada type one, is the one I always make, and it's my favorite because the way it tastes, and it has buzzball, it has Malibu, it has actual fruits in there, ice blended together, and just like a cold drink you can enjoy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like super sweet drinks. There's drinks that you literally just taste sugar. That's it. I like my drinks to have a little bit of citrus, a little bit of like that sourness. A little bit, like that's why I make so many drinks with chamoy. That's why I make so many drinks with limon. With
I noticed that,
all that stuff, because that stuff. I mean, Mexican candy is just full of
dulce,
sour. So it's, I don't know. That's what I grew up on. So just drinking that. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite drinks.
Has anyone ever hit you like to bartend for the party or like?
They have, yeah, they have. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if I have it in me. I've never bartended, no bartending experience whatsoever. It's just all been at home. Everybody thinks I'm a bartender. Everybody thinks I'm a professional. I'm like, no, I just do it.
Do you bartend at parties, at your family parties?
I used to.
Yeah.
But then it got tiring.
Yeah, I bet. Make me a drink, and I assume it's like, damn, I make 100 drinks and I even drink one.
Yeah. I'd be a host at a party that's not even mine. So that's why I'm like, nah, I'm okay.
What's your tolerance? Like, how fast can you? Like, how long does it take for you to feel the buzz or to feel drunk? Like, how long does it take for you to get there?
Drink wise, I want to say probably like 3 or 4 is when I start like feeling it. I like whenever my girl and I go out, we like to do a 1 to 10 scale. So like, oh, how drunk are you? Like 1 to 10. So usually around that, I'm like a 2 or a 3. If I pregame, which I usually do, just because it's a lot cheaper.
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah. Pre-gaming, a lot cheaper. Highly recommend. I probably get to the bars when I'm like a 7 or 8.
What's your pregame drink?
Usually I do shots of Crown Apple.
Crown Apple?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Crown Apple.
The flavor.
Apple.
Apple? Oh,
yeah.
Apple. Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good.
I tried the peach one. I like the peach one.
Yeah.
The peach one's a good one. That's the one I could drink with Coke too. Because my buddy of mine, he tried it, and I was like, that shit tastes good. And then I started drinking it, and It's smooth. It's not sour like Jack Daniels with Coke, but Crown Apple with Coke. The Crown Apple, the Crown Peach, tastes sweet, good, smooth. It's a good drink to have.
Oh yeah, I think the Crown Peach is actually for me not my favorite. When I first started TikTok, I bought a bottle of Crown Peach, and it's still sitting on my pantry.
Yeah, we keep bottles as like a little trophy or decorations there, and some I threw away because they were they were already looking bad and they were having like this mold on it, so I threw it away. But I usually keep them too. I have a Jack Daniels I haven't opened. It's one of my buddies that he's not here. He left to he went to Texas and he came back to Cali, but he told me to never open it, and I was all right, cool. I'll keep it there as a like a little memory of him. Yeah. But yeah, I like Crown Peach. The Smirnoff one, I tried it once. It was it was pretty good. But other than that, I just like drinking just straight shots. No. I don't mix anything.
What about you? What's your tolerance like?
If I get mix of everything, like say seltzers, beer, or shots, within taking all that, I'm already gonna feel it. Yeah. If I know I'm gonna go out drinking, I either eat a pizza or something heavy like a burger so I can last all night. But if I'm gonna be driving or if I know I'm gonna be the DD or I need to get myself back home, I just stick to one. I don't mix it. I'll take a shot here and there, but it's okay. I take it 1 hour, the next hour I take another one just to keep that same level.
Dude, I don't think that's true. Like I've never been a believer of the mixing stuff, the mixing drinks. Like
for me, I felt it because the last time I got really not in blackout, but I got drunk was at my girl's birthday party, and that's the first time I met all her family. And
oh shit!
And they kept giving me like the ice, the Smirnoff ones. She bought me Happy Dads. I was drinking a beer, taking shots. I shotgun one, so it was like mixed drinks of everything. And I haven't ate to that prior because I was nervous of meeting her family. But then I got there, I ate first, but it was something like light. It wasn't something heavy, and I already felt bloated. I already felt like I didn't feel like drinking, but I was like, fuck, I'm continuing drinking. Within 2 hours, 3 hours being there, I was already in the bathroom, like, all right, relax. And I told my girl, I was like, hey, I'm about to go home. And it was already 1 a.m, and she's like, oh, I'll go home with you. And I walk out the car, and I just puke my brains out. And that's the last time I remember. So I'm never mixing drinks like that again. I want to stick to one. Like right now, the Happy Dads, like I like to sip on it. I like to just take my time, drink. I'm not a fast drinker. If I drink fast too, I'll get drunk quick. I'll feel it more too.
Yeah, I'm a fast drinker, especially if I like to drink. Mm-hmm. Like I recently started drinking seltzers because I'm not really a fan of them. Mm-hmm. That way I can take my time. You know, this one's good, but like White Claws, I'm not a huge fan. Mm-mm. So I buy those when I want to drink, but like take my time. Mm-hmm. You bring out Twisted Teas.
Yeah, I saw that you did a 99 shooter. Damn, that 99 shooters are strong.
Yeah. I did a pineapple one with that one. It was pretty good.
How'd you feel after? Normal?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. Those bottles are deadly. How much percentage they have? 45?
The shooters? Yeah. I think it's 40.
40?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I tried one once. I tried a coffee one, the flavor. That was nasty. I gagged and I wasn't a fan of them, but I tasted the green apple and I tasted a cherry one, I think. And they're sweet but good. But I felt it right away. I was just like, oh shit. Yeah. Like you could feel that buzz where you're just like, all right, I need to relax.
Like, oh shit, like it's hitting me now.
Mm-hmm. And then usually I have my pen with me. So I like to smoke a little bit. And then I like to get them at like at a normal mood, and I drink, and I'm just like at a chill mood. They're 49.5%. 49.9%.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Oh, damn.
So I hit my pen, or I'll smoke, and then I'll drink a little bit. So I can know, like, okay, I have to relax. I can't overdrink, and watch my surroundings. Who am I with? And my brother's with me. I have to be the big brother, take care of them. My girl's with me. I have to get her home safe. I'll have friends with me. Like, I have to know when is the right time to drink and when is the right time not to drink. Yeah. And every time that I would go out with the friends, I would end up driving back, or I'll tell them, like, hey, like, no more, or, like, make sure we get home. Because they'll pick me up. And I always offer to drive. But one of my homies always picks me up and he wants to drive. I was like, all right, cool. I'm saving myself gas. But I know by the end of the night, I might have to drive. But it's usually like that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I pick and choose my battles, like where I want to drink. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, like concerts, it's a pretty safe place. Mm-hmm. by the end of the night, you're already sobered up. Like you don't really feel it anymore. But like same way, you know, my girl's safety is always number one. So even though I am feeling it, sometimes, you know, I may be drunk, but I'm like I always have her like, okay, where she's at, you know, making sure she's good.
It's that we call it that boyfriend or fiance, like instinct. Like I gotta keep her safe. I want to make sure, you know, keep your eye on her.
Like there was one time we were dancing. It was at one of the clubs downtown. What's it called? Cobra. Mm-hmm. We were dancing, and then I don't know where just some girl pulled her, and I was like, I didn't know it was a girl, so I turned
Cobra's
around.
arcade, right? Cobra arcade.
Cobra arcade. Yeah, she like we were dancing, and then I just saw her like get like yanked, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked over, and then it was just some girl that was wanting to dance with her. So,
oh shit.
Yeah. So she looked at me, and I was like, oh, you know, like everything's good,
mm-hmm.
but I, you know, just
yeah, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, even at home, like drinking, I'm kind of iffy on just in case something were to happen. Mm-hmm. So like I did used to smoke for a bit, and then I just stopped just because, you know, it makes me paranoid a little bit. Mm-hmm. So whenever I did, I wasn't sure like, oh, did I hear something? You know, I want to make sure that I'm good in case something were to go down.
I get that like that too when I smoke flower, mm-hmm. but I usually just hit the pen, and I'm more like relaxed. Like today, like you were coming, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm nervous." You know, it's our first guest. You know, it's like it's an honor to meet you and to have, you know, someone that I grew, but from 2020 and started watching and been a fan. And
I mean, you watched me grow.
Yeah, I watched you grow, and when I found out that you were in Arizona, you lived here in Arizona, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what? Let me see if I can hit him up online. And I saw that you had your the original Instagram where you have all your videos. What is it called?
The Dulces by Serge page.
Yeah, that one. And I saw that you had like 30 or 40 something K followers.
Yeah, somewhere on there.
And I was like, I don't think he's gonna message me. And then I saw you had your personal one. I was like, you know what? Let me try the personal one. And that's when I messaged you, and then you answered. I was like, oh hell yeah! And I told my girl, I was like, look, he answered. And I told my brother, I told him, and I was excited, you know, to have a first guest there. I have a first guest here. And I was coming up with questions. I was coming with like, oh, how I want to get to know him. You know, I want to know how he started. And like I said, bro, it's an honor to have you here as a first guest.
Thank you.
I want to try some drinks out. Right now, when we take a break, I want to like try the drinks out, and then we just come back to recording. Yeah,
I appreciate you having me though. Thank you for reaching out. Mm-hmm. You know, other people have always they've messaged me. You know, hey, let's do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Never happens. So.
Yeah, for us, I remember messaging you before prior, but I had to switch it because it was my brother's birthday and we had to plan a trip. So I was like, you know what, let me just switch it up. But I still wanted to make sure I get it done. And when I messaged you the other day and you said, you know, Friday is a perfect day, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And right away, I started doing my little history more. I started telling him about you, my girl about you, and like I started, you know, getting ideas of what bottles to bring, and I got the Smirnoff one. But I forgot the Arizona because that was the one I wanted to try.
Oh, you forgot it today?
I forgot.
Damn, I was gonna bring some too.
And I forgot, and I have nothing. But what did you bring?
So before my girl and I like made it official, we went out to bars and all that stuff, and our drink of choice was cranberry juice and crown apple.
Nice,
solid. You know, some people might say it's basic, but I think it's really good. And that's the drink that I was making for family at the time. So whenever I was like bartend at family parties, I would put some rim dip, make the drink. Everybody was like, "Whoa, what is this? I'm like, it's just crown apple and cranberry juice. So the next party, I think it was New Year's. My cousin had brought that over. I was like, oh shit, like you liked it that much. So yeah, that's what I brought today. Just crown apple and cranberry juice. It's a pretty solid drink.
What are your top 5 drinks that you personally love? And you drink beer too or no?
I'm not a huge beer drinker. The one that I can tolerate is Dos Equis.
Dos Equis?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that one.
What's your 5?
Modelo Negra. Those two.
I never tried that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
I like Dos Equis, 805s. So my brother put me on 805. And I'll take an Ultra. That'll be my third one. Yeah, what's your 5 like top drinks like you recommend and love to drink?
Oh man. For sure, number 1 has to be a margarita.
Margarita?
That's probably my all-time favorite drink. It's a solid drink. After that, it has for spot number 2 and 3, it'd probably be the mango Arizona with the tamarindo Smirnoff or the watermelon.
Those sound good, bro. I should have gone get them.
Those two. That would be 2 and 3. Probably number 4 would be I think it's called a Washington apple. It's like I forgot to make it. I think it's crown apple, cranberry juice, some Sprite, and then some other little mixer. Mm-hmm. And then number 5, a whiskey sour.
What does that have?
It has whiskey, lemon juice, I think simple syrup, and then an egg white.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How does it taste? Sweet or sour?
It's a little bit of both, sweet and sour, and then you get that kick of the whiskey, and then the egg white just makes it frothy, so it makes it like thick a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's a little people are like, ugh, but no, it's pretty good.
I think I've seen something like that. I've seen like videos of people bartending, add the egg or like that egg white part.
Yeah.
And they mix it and then it comes out the bottle, right? Or no? Like in a glass one, they pour it in there and it comes out like all foamy.
Yeah, so they do that, and then I've seen those videos. It's like those Asian people that are making those drinks. Yeah. I don't know what they put in it, but I think they put soda. At the very end, they put a little bit of soda. That way it rises.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't bartend, so I don't know.
What's the first thing that you'd want to do when you start to get tipsy?
First thing I'd want to do when I started getting tipsy.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to know that?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
just kidding. No, I don't know. Probably drink more, honestly.
Yeah.
Or listen to some good music. Like right now when I'm recording at my house, usually I record on Sundays. So I make a few videos on Sundays. Maybe like 4 or 5 videos.
Throughout the day? Or at that same moment?
In that same moment. So it's like back to back to back.
Usually, so you have 5 drinks?
Yes and no. If I really like the drink, as you guys have seen me, I just chug it. Other ones, if it's like, I don't know, is it worth the calories? Is it worth the, that's when I just put it away or just give it to my fiance. But probably by like drink number 2 or 3, I was like, damn, like I should probably put on some music right now.
Yeah, you're vibing in the bag, just with all the music.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's this is your fiance, right? Fiance drink with you too? Like when you try out the drinks?
Yeah, she's usually inside because I do my videos outside. So she's usually inside doing her nails or something, and then I just come by with the drink. I was like, hey, here, try this. I let her try it. She she tries it. She's like, oh, this is good. And I was like, oh, I give it like 8.5. She's like, no, I'd probably give it like a 7 or more. I really like this one. I was like, really? Yeah. So
that's good. That's good.
I'm trying to get her to do videos, but she's a little shy.
Yeah, I told my girl too. Like
that's a really big step. Like to show your face on camera.
Yeah, that's
a really big step.
That was a big, icebreaker for me and my brother because we never been on camera like that. Behind camera. And when we first went to the studio, if you watch the first episode, we were like nervous. I was nervous as fuck, and I was just like, just one spot, nervous.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we had recorded with our phones, like just how you see right now, just one phone. But the audio didn't catch it right. The device that I had before this one, it wasn't working properly. And we recorded, I want to say 5 videos of us like trying to do a podcast. And it was just like normal, something normal, normal right here. And at my previous apartment, we tried it 3 times right there, 2 times. It didn't work out. And have you tried 805s?
No.
No?
I don't even know what that is.
No?
No.
Oh, it's a beer. It's a good one.
No.
I'll let you try it right now. But anyways, it was like I was really nervous, to record. Now doing this episode, I was like, okay, now I'm feeling like more or less nervous. I'm more into it, but that was really big for us to do, especially for him. But I like my brother the way he speaks and his jokes and everything, and that's what kept me going because it's funny. We want to make people laugh, and it's just like I said, we just grow from there. And as we bring more guests, like it gets more motivated, more fun to do it, And today I was so excited to record, but I was also nervous because it's our first guest, and someone who's well known and someone from here. I was like, you know what, I have to break that and just relax, enjoy it, and just have a couple drinks to break it down and go from there.
Yeah, getting us out of your comfort zone for sure. Like part of me was like, fuck, what are you doing? Like, why? What if what if they poison your drink or some shit and you end up not coming out of there? So no, yeah, part of me was a little nervous. I still am. My hands are sweaty, but yeah, just going outside of your comfort zone. Like even I'm not comfortable around camera still, even though I'd record so many videos.
You ever get hater comments?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do they say?
I usually see them either if it's like something bad, I just delete it or I just block them. But there's just stupid shit. Honestly, it's not something that's not even worth. Yeah, it's not even worth giving it time. I just ignore it.
Yeah, that's what me and him we talked about. Like, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get hater comments no matter what. But we have to practice of like not giving a fuck about it. I was like, it's whatever, you know.
Some of those comments do get me for sure, but like there was this. I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was like, it's not a genuine reaction. I'm like,
I seen some. I seen like, he's faking the reaction, or it wasn't really the like you don't do caritas or anything. Yeah, it's like, he's faking it, and I was like, they don't even know, or like they should try them themselves. You know? Yeah, have
you guys gotten any?
Not yet. I'm waiting just so I can like laugh about it, or maybe just people haven't said anything. But at the end of the day, like I really don't care. I mean, it's something that we love to do, and you know, enjoy talking about movies, because every day we talk about like a movie topic or some movie news that we like to watch. So we're a big movie person, you know, and the next movie that we want to watch is Beetlejuice 2 that comes out next week. There's some that are recently out that we have to go watch, and it's just fun to give our reaction. You know, sometimes my brother will be like, that shit was mid, or I'll give it a 7.5, you know, 8 just to be nice, you know, just to that fun, I say, recap of it, just to make fun of it and make people laugh, you know. That's what we like to do.
Do you ever find movies predictable? Like the ending, like, I already know what's gonna happen.
Sometimes I'll call it out. I was like, he's gonna die watch. Or that was a villain. And sometimes we'll call it out. You call it, he's a smart kid, and he calls it out right away too. And what? So I'm a big Fast and the Furious fan. I love Fast and Furious. I grew up watching it. But after
they start going into space and shit.
After you start going to space, okay, se pasaron de verga. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it no more. But I still watch it just because, you know, Brian O'Connor, Paul Walker died, and you know, it's nice to watch it. You know, what if they mention him, or like what they're gonna come up with, you know, how they're gonna bring him back, or how they're gonna kill him off in the movie. The last one that I liked was 7. That's the one that it was his farewell. He didn't finish the movie. Yeah. And then, you know, the tribute to him in the end, you know, it got to us, like us fans. So when 8 came out, and then 9, then 10, it's like, man, like how many more do they have? And they have one more. But I told my brother, let's go watch Fast X. And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it. It's stupid. And I was like, bro, and he's like, come on, let's watch it. And then we smoked before, and we went to go watch it. Man, we were laughing the whole movie of the stupid corny shit that they did in the movie. Yeah. And we're looking at each other and we were just laugh. But we couldn't laugh out loud, right? Because we're in the movie theater. But we're just like, just like laughing there, just looking at each other. And the whole time, what were you saying? What a fucking waste of money.
Dude, I feel like the whole Fast Furious franchise, it just turned into like a Harry Potter type. Like there's so many Harry Potter movies. Same thing, Fast and Furious. What are they at now? Like they say there was one more.
There's one more.
How many total are
there? 10. So they're gonna make 11. So they need one more. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're making a 2-parter movie or that's the last one, but it should be the last one. I remember Vin Diesel's talked about being the last one. We were fans of it, and when we watched it, we were just laughing coming out of the movie, and we're like, man, that movie was stupid but funny.
Yeah, I think that last one I watched was 7. After that, I just didn't really.
Are you into movies? Are you a movie person?
I was before. Now I don't think I've been to a movie theater in like years now. I think the last movie I saw was the one about the Sound of Freedom. It's the one that they rescue the children that are being trafficked.
Yeah, I haven't got to see that one. No, I heard that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's the last one I saw in theaters, and that was like last year-ish.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, the last one we saw was Alien. So we love movies, bro. We live right here next to Harkins too, so we just hop on over and go watch a movie, or right here too. We just love watching movies. You know, it's one of our are cool hobbies to do outside work and on our free time, just watch a movie, something new. And now that we're doing this podcast, it's like, all right, now we got to record a reaction or give our what we think about. And we watch shows too, and that's one of the main reasons why I want to continue it, because I want us to, I don't know, make it in the big screen one day and give our reaction about movies or something fun to do.
Are you guys reacting on TikTok? You guys post on TikTok? Or not?
I recently posted one from the last video of a story when he threw a party at my mom's house, and that's the last one I put. But since I just started TikTok, it's like I need to do a little bit more clips. Like I'm gonna do another clip of the same video, and then this one I'm gonna tease a little bit and then release it next week.
Okay.
So I'm learning as I go. Like I see people's how they post, and right now you do 5 videos in one day, and that's how you post them. Or what's your how do you do them?
So because I want to get stuff done like throughout the week, I don't try to drink during the week. I usually don't, unless it's a Friday and we're going out, then I do drink. But Saturdays I use it to get stuff done at the house. So yard work, anything that needs to get done. I try my best. Sometimes I'm just lazy, don't do anything. But then Sundays I have a lot of time, probably from like 3 p.m. to like 6 is when I get like, okay, I don't have to spend the whole time doing videos, but within that time frame I gotta do it. I also try to make dinner around that time too, so usually when I'm making videos on the side, I have on the grill something on there. So I do about like 5 videos, and then I don't do it like back to back to back, but it's probably like take like 5-minute breaks between each one, so maybe it is back to back. Or I do something, or maybe if my girl's cooking something out, I go in and help her. But yeah, then after that, throughout the week, I usually post every other day. Usually. So today, I posted a video. Right as I was walking in, I was posting a video. So, or else I would have missed my deadline for today. I feel like with TikTok, you have to be consistent.
Yeah,
very, very consistent. And I feel like if you miss a day, it kind of messes with the whole algorithm. I don't know. But I've felt that the once a day or once every other day post is good, and you're not posting every day, so you're not running through your content like super fast. So those 5 videos are gonna last me at least like a week and a half. Yeah,
and then you have more. Do you find new drinks to do throughout the week to make them up for Sunday?
So I'm on TikTok all day. Well, not all day, but I'm on TikTok quite often. So people tag me and stuff. They're like, oh, that sounds pretty good. If I don't think it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah,
I want to buy things, especially because it's coming out of my money. Buy things that I think I'm gonna like. If it sounds something that's very intriguing, I'm like, oh, and I see that it's getting popular. It's becoming viral. Like maybe I'll try it. Like this Dr. Pepper margarita. Like I said, I drink Dr. Pepper when I have to, when there's nothing else. I'm not a huge fan of it, but this last drink I made was pretty good.
So, yeah, I want to try that one. That one sounds sweet. That sounds good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite part about being on social media? Like having a fan base that keeps on doing drinks. How do you feel like having that? It's like the fan base. 700 and what 50?
795.
95.
Yeah.
And almost on the route to 1 million followers. And how do you feel?
I feel like it's not real, dude.
Yeah.
Like prior to this, I still consider myself an introvert. Like I don't really like being here is kind of out of my comfort zone. Like this is my very first one. So just thinking about it is like, wow, like this is actually happening. Like this is like people have recognized me out in public. And I'm like, oh shit. Like it's kind of like that reality check. Like, whoa, like this is actually happening.
People do notice you a lot outside?
Not necessarily a lot, but
or do you get those stare downs like, I think I've seen him before?
Dude, the very first person that recognized me, it wasn't here. It wasn't in my home city. It wasn't anything like that. It was at Universal Studios.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, out of all places in Universal Studios. We were in line for that, the tour that they do, like on the little cart.
Oh, on the very back end?
Yeah, it's like a little train that they take you around the whole Universal Studios. And we were in line, and I just kept on feeling this dude just like looking at me. And I'm like, fuck you looking at? Like we were like, he was probably like 2 lines ahead.
Yeah.
And I just kept feeling a stare. So I think I was with my sister. I was like, that guy keeps on looking at me. Like, what the fuck does he want? And so then at one point we, like, every single time we turned, I would feel him staring. So then at one point we were like right next to each other.
Oh shit.
And I felt him staring. So I looked up and I was a bit like, can I help? Like, can I help you? Mm-hmm. It was like, you're that dude on TikTok, huh? I was like, oh fuck. Like,
you're about to tell him something else. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, are you? I was like, literally the first words out of my mouth was like, no fucking way. And I was like, are you being for real? Like, he was like, yeah, you're the guy that makes drinks, huh? And I'm like, I gotta take a picture with you. So yeah, I took a picture with him. Yeah, and that was the very first time I was recognized. But I wouldn't consider it happens often. And when it does happen, it's pretty cool. You know, you get that like rush, that like, oh shit, like
oh cool, yeah.
But no, it doesn't happen often, which I'm kind of I like. So too much.
It's good too because I mean, for people who are also well known, you never know who's gonna come up to you, and it's scary to like oh, let me take a picture quick, and I don't know, he could do something to you or that person. Excuse me. I'm kind of the same way, an introvert. You said I have that anxiety of like I can't be at someone else's house and there's too many people there, or like I don't want to go anywhere. So one of my buddies, he got married and he had a little party at his house and he invited me, and I was the only one that he invited from the shop because he had got fired before, but I was still friends with him and he invited me over. And I was there and I didn't know anybody. I just known him. I knew him and I knew his dad. And when I got there, it was all his family. It was like about 20 to 30 people there. And I'm just like by myself, you know, in corner. But, you know, I was just getting nervous. Like, man, what am I doing here? I want to go home. I was already getting anxiety. You know, like if you just feel like, I just want to get the fuck out of here.
I'm the same way.
And then I hit my pan. I spoke with him and I felt like just more relaxed. That's when I have to get out my comfort zone and just get to know somebody. You know, you never know who you meet. That's a nice conversation. And that night I met someone who works at some shop here, and he told me about like the welders, or we're hiring this and that. I didn't get his number, or I think I did, but I lost it. But you know, I met him and we had something similar in common, you know, and he knew about welding. He knew where they're hiring or where's a good job at to get hired at for welders. And see, something like that, you never know who you meet. It could be a good or bad.
Yeah.
And if that happens later on throughout the future, like you just got to be ready for it. Oops. Be good. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's always been a concern of mine, honestly, for safety wise. In the field that I work in, it's I. If
you don't mind me asking, what's your career? What do you do?
So I'm a social worker.
Social worker.
I can't say where, but I deal with a lot of people and like stuff they're going through. I used to work at it was a domestic violence program.
Oh shit.
So hearing all about like people being what's it called, like putting trackers on their car, or they're being followed and stalked and all this stuff.
Here,
like
locally?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So one of my coworkers, ex-coworkers, she told me that like someone followed her to the mall. Like one of my coworkers, someone followed her to the mall and was like staring her down, trying to intimidate her.
Oh shit.
I was like, that's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm it's just recently, like my biggest scare, that my first and only so far, which I'm really grateful for. My biggest scare was that we just bought a new house in December.
I saw that. Congratulations,
yeah.
bro.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think it was like about like 2 months ago. We were coming home, and I saw this car that wasn't really like, it's not around the neighborhood. It's not from here. Mm-hmm. So it was weird because they were kind of like I didn't notice them until we turned into the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And then part of me was like, just don't park at the house. Don't park at the house. Just park like a house down or two houses down. So I did. Stopped the car. And then I was looking at the rearview mirror. I was like, wait, don't get out. Because my fiance was with me. I was like, don't get out yet. I'm going to turn off the car. Let's just wait. They were chilling back there. Like they parked at it was a couple houses down in front of a driveway, and the car wasn't there. Like the owners were there, but the car is not from there. Mm-hmm. So I was like, just don't get out. Let's just wait it out. Mm-hmm. They turned off their lights, but I knew the car was still running because you could see inside a little bit.
During the day or night?
At night.
At night?
Yeah, it was like around like 9-10 p.m.
Oh shit!
So we were getting home. I think we were getting home from my suegro's house. Mm-hmm. I was like, fuck, like I don't want to get out right now. I was like, let's just drive around. You know, maybe it's nothing. Let's just go drive around the block, come back. If they're still there, you know, we'll just drive by them again and we'll just wait. Turn on our car, started driving. They turned on their lights.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. The right away, I was like, what do we do? What do we do? We made a right, we made a left. They made a right, they made a left. We came across like a dead end. No, not a dead end. It was like a street where you could either turn left or right, but can't go straight. Part of me wanted to just like whip the car around, get in front of them, and be like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
But I was with my girl. We had the dogs in the back. I'm like, nah, let me just call the police. Yeah. Called the police. They kept on following us all around, like everywhere. And then the police, they stopped them. They called us. They were like, "Hey, so this family is saying that there was a family, right? So kids in the back, young kids. They said they were following a car that looks their friend that has a same exact car as you.
Was this the iconic car or your new truck?
No, it was my girl's car.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a regular car, right? But earlier, I pointed it out to her, to my fiance. I was like, "Hey, that car is just like yours," because it was behind us. I was like, "Look, it has the same headlights. Watch." And then it passed by. I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's the same. It's the same car." Didn't think anything of it. So at that point, I was like, they probably were following that other car.
Oh.
So that was my biggest scare. And you know, we got home, shooken up. We were thinking it was something else. In that moment, it was like, fuck, like who the fuck is following us?
Yeah.
But they weren't driving crazy. They weren't driving in regular. Like I had my girl's car has a sport mode, so I put it on sport mode just in case I had to just like whip out of there. But no, it was just a family, wrong place, wrong time. And
did you see them or like meet them or no? No.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, no, I just like drove off and but it was just, I was thinking that day, I was like, what if it was something else?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I mean, you never know. I mean, out here too, when I first came here, I've noticed like I first moved to Tolleson area, and it was nice. Like I thought it was a nice area, and then I got to know the whole city, and I was like, damn, this is where people live. This is where people what they do out here in the streets, and this is the nice side of town, the bad side of town, the other rich areas. Like it's crazy. It was a big old city, you know, because where we came from, it's a small city. It's 5 cities in a whole that small place.
Yeah.
And here is a bunch of cities, but they have their own like little area. And I'm still learning the streets, by the way, because when you say like some number, like they say 99th and McDowell, like okay, I know where that's at, but other streets, like okay, is it this more this way towards Cali or that way to the east side? And I was like, okay, I had to learn that. And to this day, I'm still learning like what streets. And sometimes I'll tell friends like, oh, just send me the full address, bro. I don't know the streets or you know where this and that. And I was like, nah, bro, just give me the address. I don't know where to go. And then it was more easy like that for me. But no, that's it's scary too. You know, like especially like you're well known, and for someone to come like that, it's like it's like a yeah, like that's what I want to ask you. Like, how do you react when people come up to you? You know, do you often take pictures with them? Do they ask you for like drink recommendations?
Yeah, so I usually meet up with people. I see a lot of different people because when I sell the rim dips, I also offer meetups. So we meet at a place that's usually it's on 35th Avenue, Camelback. That's where my parents live. So I just have that place. So I meet them there. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I love your drinks. I've seen you, you know, I've been a fan. And I feel so like appreciative that I'm in this position in life that I never even saw myself doing. Because again, I never in a million years thought I was going to be doing what I do now.
And it happened overnight too. Huh?
And it happened overnight, yeah. But yeah, some people ask for pictures. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, just send it to me. Like, send it to me afterwards because I want to see those too.
Yeah, it's like a cool memory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's definitely cool. Like you were saying, I try not to let it get to my head, and I don't think I ever will. Just because the way I like growing up, everything like that, I was always taught to be very humble. You know, be appreciative of what I have. So nice. I definitely am appreciative. Some people, they're like, oh, ya se le subió or this and that. I'm like, nah, like fuck you. Like,
yeah,
no,
some people will get it over their head and they feel cocky about it. Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm famous or I have these people.
I say that jokingly sometimes. I like, oh, like sometimes to my girl, I'm like, do you know who I am? Like just like that, but just.
Do you know who you're with?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, like no, I still can't believe if it's even true.
What does your fiance say about this whole journey you've been through?
No, she thinks it's cool. Yeah, she supports it. Yeah, she knew what she was signing up for. So
yeah,
she can't go. She got me into it, so she can't pull me out.
She told you to keep going.
Yeah,
nice.
For sure.
What about your parents? How do they feel about it? Like that you're doing all this, TikTok, you're well known. What did they tell you?
I think it's a little different with them. I'm pretty sure they're proud and they're like happy it's going on, but they're like old school Mexican.
Yeah.
But social media stuff is still kind of new. Not really like. They get happy when I tell them like, oh, this brand wants to work with me. They're gonna pay me X amount of money for this amount of videos, and they're like, oh, like yeah, and then they're like, oh, ya te pagaron, or you're. Yeah. So for sure they get happy. How they ask me like, oh, when's your next deal? I'm like, oh yeah. Nah.
So now they realize they're like, oh, okay,
like there's money behind it.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they see it as like, oh, he's doing it as the side, not a full time.
Yeah.
And they know that they're happy that you have your career and you have your side income and your hobby, and that's how my parents are there too. Like as long as we have our career and do this for fun on the side, they're supportive.
Yeah, there was a time where I wanted to do this full time. There was like my previous job. I was ready to leave, so I was looking for other jobs, and I was getting pretty desperate. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna do this full time." And I but I was saving up money. I think at the time when I wanted to quit was when I was in the process of buying the house, so I can't quit. I can't. Then if I do quit, I don't have things to prove that I have income right now, and I can't prove. If I were to make money outside of my job, like I can't prove that because it's not a full-time job.
Yeah.
So I ended up not doing it, and I'm really glad I ended up not doing it just because it's TikTok's too unreliable.
Yeah. It's not like a for sure thing that you're getting the income because, I mean, you have your life outside TikTok, you have your bills, your real life, responsibilities, and you have. To quit and make it a full time, it's a scary thing. And it's like a risk, it's a 50-50. For us, like I'm not gonna quit once I get $1 million. Like I'm still gonna keep going. I still wanna do my regular day job that I have. And my parents always told me you wanna have your for sure money and your pocket money. Make sure you have the for sure money coming in and then the pocket money that you can spend. Yeah. And that's one of my biggest goals that I wanna do. Also for my shirt, like the shirt that I have, I wanted to make clothing I started my clothing actually in high school. I did. It's called Smile. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, my buddies and I wanted to do something like that. We created a shirt and everything, but
I went through 5 different names. Not 5. I think I went like a few different names of the clothing. Now we came to because this is the Cam Bros podcast. I made it Cam Strong, so it's our last name Camarillo, but we made it like CAM Cam. Yeah. And my dad always has like this little side business that he has for welding. And he calls it Cam Weld, and that's where I got it from. And I was like, all right, so he did Cam Weld. I could do Cam Strong, the Cam Bros. It's our last name. And Camarillo is a city in California, but I don't want to have it Camarillo everywhere because I don't want to get trademarked or I don't want to lose that name. So you know what? My dad, he said that he was in the Army and they called him Cam. And I remember that day I was, Cam Strong, Cam. The Cam Bros, me and my brother.
It's unique.
And I wanted to name it. And slowly it's like, I'm getting used to the name, the Cam Bros. And recently, my cousins were like, hey, los Cam Bros. Hey, aquí están los Cam Bros. Watch out the Cam Bros. And I was like, all right, we're getting used to it. This is cool. And I love that name, so I want to keep going. And for the shirts too, every time I made a shirt, a different name, it didn't go well, but I still kept going. I had a shirt. I had some shirts in high school that were called Smile. So I had the S and then I had the D backwards. But if you look at it sideways, it's like a smile, the 2 eyes and the happy face. Yeah. I did Smile. I did a Strong Rising. I did Hard Grind. I did I can't remember the other names. I finally came to one that said Cam Strong. And this is the sticker. I made it. You can keep it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's Cam Strong, so it's like what does that remind you of?
The Loteria card.
Loteria card.
Yeah.
So I drew the rose, I drew the sword, I named the name, I did the paw for a wolf, because in the logo, it has a wolf. And that's why I made the paw print right there. And then the J and the R, J for Jesus, and then R for Rams. And that was the first design that I made by hand, and I put in a shirt. And I'm in the process of making the website, but now I ship some shirts out to some friends so they can like help me rep them. And I've been giving out shirts just so I can expand it more so it can get well known.
Yeah.
And then once I make the website and more designs, just we go from there. So that's one of my side goals too, to make sure.
It's a pretty sick sticker, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we when I say we, it was 3 of us. It was me, and 2 buddies back in high school. We're like, fuck, like let's do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody was doing shirts. Like at that time, everybody was doing shirts. So we came up with something. I made a design, and I wish I still had it, but after that we just never really used it. I would take when I was in college. I will still wear the shirt. Like we made shirts and everything. We had some.
What was the name?
Fuck, I don't remember, dude.
No,
I don't remember. I was trying to remember when you were talking, but I don't remember at all. And then some guy came up to me, like I was at a food court or something like that, and they were like, "Hey, that's a cool shirt. Where'd you get it?" I was like, "Oh, I actually made it." It was like, "Oh, sick. Like, do you sell them?" I'm like, "No, I made this a few years ago." I was like, "Shit. Like, what if I would have continued? What if I would have continued?"
And that's something that people have every day, you know, because people make a lot of products and business throughout the years. Some fail, some don't, but every day people are gonna be wearing T-shirts. That's never gonna stop. And regardless, like something small like that, like a tiny word, you know, that's a brand. And this is the brand from a different store, Ivory House. They sell vintage clothes. Okay. And I like that type of style because that's something popular nowadays. Is the oversized tees, like you told me. So I made mine like a little oversized, not loose, but like a comfortable fit. And I like these when they fit you like tight, not all loose and shit. I hate them all loose. I just feel uncomfortable. I like them more like collar type style. The shirts I did, they fade every time you wash it, but the ink, the process, the sticker on it won't peel or anything. But I want it to fade because it's a vintage style, and it's the one that he has on right now. I'll give you one right now. It's the type of style that I wanted, oversized. Yeah. I don't want to have because before the previous ones I did were like kind of like gym fit, but then you know what? All tight, and if I wear XL, if XL is more loose to me, but with these, it's oversized. So I was like, you know what? That's something that's popular right now. I might as well just continue with that one. And shirts every day, it's never gonna go. It's never gonna be an extinct thing. It's gonna keep growing and growing. And everybody's gonna have a shirt on, no matter what. So if you do, I recommend that you do, especially that fan base you have, bro. That could be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because
I can even make a design for you, or help you with something about
It's because every time I people are like selling shirts. Let's say on TikTok, people are selling shirts and they're trying to. It's like let's say like $7 to make it, you know, shirt and print and everything like that. They're trying to sell it for like $60, and I'm like, fuck, that's fucking expensive, especially for, no hate or anything, but
they got to that price because imagine where they started and how they kept upgrading. They got to that price. Vans shirts are $40-$50. The ones I like to shop in Zoomies and Chili's, and their shirts are up to $40, $30, and it's something simple,
right?
Primitive have something small like a P, and then these badass design in the back. That's a $50 shirt, $40 shirt, and imagine where they started, and that's what kept me going. That's what motivates me to do more shirts. So the advice I can give you is, bro, one shirt can go big, especially that fan base you have, bro. Is you don't have to just sell on TikTok. You can make a website for it. And that website can blow up overnight, like you said. You never know. But it feels good for someone to wear that shirt that you made or designed.
Yeah, and just see it out in public.
See it out in public. Yeah. See, like the one he has right there, the Camp Strong in the back. Yeah. And in the front, it's a C and the S, and it has the wolf. And wolf because alpha. I like the alpha wolf, and the wolves are my favorite animals. And my next design that I did was it was like a vintage type, and like a small design. I'll show it right now. But yeah, like I said, making shirts, bro, is a good source of like side income, and I recommend you to do it. It'll be nice. It's something that'll sell quick, that you have to right away keep making more, because people want more shirts. People would buy a shirt left to right, and recommend.
That's the thing, though. What I was saying is that $40-$60 shirt, but the quality isn't there. Like I bought those shirts, the quality isn't there at all. First wash,
I have a friend of mine that he recommended the best shirts. And if you ever like down to do them, I'll give you his number. And the shirts he recommends me, he gets them from the website, and they never shrink. They never ripped, or like, the threads never fell out. The ink always stayed in. To this day, I still wash them. They're still like looking brand new. So he does good quality. And if you're ever ready to do it, like, I'll give you his number. So I know social media nowadays, you can become a full-time influencer and YouTuber. Depending on your fan base with promotion, brand deals, was there another career or something that you wanted to do outside social media? Do you see yourself like opening, a whole business brand, like with these drinks, having TikTok? Does it make you want to do other things?
Yes and no. Because I always thought about this as a side gig. So I've never really want to put too much, like, what's it called? I don't want to rely on it too much like that. So I think with the chamoy that I'm making, that's a pretty good side side thing that I'm doing. I did think about like partnering up with some, like, I don't know, distributors and going from there, but then I feel like it'll lose its touch of me, because I make the dips. I make everything
by scratch.
Yeah, my mom and I we work on it together, and
nice.
We do that. But I feel like the moment we bring in a big distributor, that's when it starts to lose me. So aside from that, I've never really thought about it. Honestly, no.
If you had to create a drink, what would it be?
Like right now, if I could make one right now, or
yeah, like if you had to create a drink that you want to, like Happy Dad, for example. You know how they made Happy Dad?
like they're like a brand,
like a brand. Like,
fuck,
what would it be? Seltzer, liquor, beer, what type?
I think something similar to Cutwater. Have you tried Cutwaters? Cutwaters, it's a really strong drink. I love margaritas. Margaritas are my absolute favorite drink. I want anybody to ask me, anybody that knows me, I love margaritas. It's such a good drink. So I feel like I'd probably want to perfect that. The Cutwater one, it's the closest thing that I've tasted to like a real margarita in a can. So probably doing
it's in a
something.
can?
Yeah, it's in a can.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's fucking expensive though. It's like $14 for 4 of them.
For 4 cans?
Yeah, 4 little cans, but they're like 15%. So
okay.
Or something like 12 or 15%, something like that. So it's pretty strong. It's like two of the regular cans, but it'd probably have to be something like that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've always thought about, like, if I had to create one too, something like a Sweato type, like a Pedialyte.
Oh, yeah.
Something like in a can though.
yeah.
Because in a can it's aluminum. You can reuse aluminum, and plastic is bad. So I've always thought if I want to create something like a drink, I want to make it like something for all ages, like a Sweato, for kids or adults, whatever, and some in cans.
Yeah.
And when kids, I think that when kids come in with a can, they look cool. So I want them like, oh, it's a can, but it's a Pedialyte, or it's a nice Sweato, and that's something, a little goal of mine that I would like to do.
That's pretty cool.
But, making something like that.
That reminds me of this. I don't remember what the brand is called, but they just reached out to me yesterday. They saw the video that I posted. I think it's almost like a 1.8 million right now views.
Oh,
but they saw that video, and they're like a powder mix. Like you could either use it as like non-alcoholic or alcoholic. So. I think it has like electrolytes and all that stuff. Kind of like the one we were just talking about.
Salud?
The Salud one?
Salud, yeah.
Similar. I want to say it's similar to that. I haven't looked too much into it, but I want to say it's similar to that. And I saw a lot of people that were using it, promoting it at the bar. Like they would order like a tequila soda, something that's not sweet, and then they add that to it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But you could also drink it by itself, like with water. So it could be like an electrolyte drink. It only has like, I don't know, a few calories. Or you could drink the same, like make a good drink at a bar without having to have all that sugar, all that stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. Like that's maybe something like that. I don't know, but I don't even know how to start, honestly.
Yeah,
like
I mean, neither. If I had to start something like that, me neither. Maybe, I don't know, whoever watches us and can reach out.
Possibly.
But that's good though. That's a good idea about that little powder ones because that's something on the go too. And I love to drink water. I have to drink water, but sometimes when I drink water all the time, it gets like the boring taste. Yeah. So I always add the Salud one. I always add the ones from Walmart, like the different ones. Can't remember the name of one. Some other ones that I usually get. The Mios.
Oh,
the little bottle. I get those too. And I just throw them in there. I'll throw 2 flavors at a time if I'm like done with one. So that's just my idea. That'd be cool. And I never thought about that going in a drink. I'm gonna have to try that out. Have you tried that one before?
I have. I want to say, no, I haven't actually. But I've tried it. You know, at like Fry's or Walmart, they have those tall drinks that are like 0 calorie. They're skinny.
The zero ice.
Yeah, those
sodas.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, they have
there's still sugar ones.
Yeah. So people have always asked like, oh, what about for diabetics? What can't have that much sugar? So I tried making a drink with that, and that's. I mean, I think that's pretty similar to one of those packets. I mean, it's pretty good. You save on the calories.
So. Yeah, and then I saw one that they had like 10 calories and then 1 gram of sugar. Yeah. The Salud one has 1 gram of sugar. Yeah. And I like Salud ones too. Like the Jamaica one's my favorite.
The Pepino Limon
Pepino one's good too. Good. And then the mango, I can't remember the name, but it's mango too. It was one of my favorites too. And I want to try that out now. With what'd you say, tequila and what else?
It's like if you go to a bar, like order a tequila soda. So tequila soda is literally just tequila and just club soda, so which is like agua mineral, and then just add like a packet of, or maybe not a whole packet because it'll probably be too sweet, but like maybe like half a packet, and mix it up, and you get a flavored drink.
Have you ever been to a Applebee's or margaritas?
Oh fuck yeah,
we go all the time.
Oh yeah, whenever they have the Dollaritas, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
we went one time.
Yeah, they I think I've been to a Dollarita thing 3 times at 3 different. Three different times, a couple months apart. And I want to say the first time we went, I think I drank like 15, 16 drinks.
Yeah, with 6 of them, we were already feeling it. Yeah, we were like...
Really?
Yeah.
Where we were at, it was like water. So I couldn't feel it. Our bill was like 30 something, and probably half of it was just me, like drinks.
Oh, shit. Because... So we went one time and we found out that they were having the whole promotion for margaritas. And I told us, was like, hey, let's go. And he's like, yeah. We get there and, we order food and our appetizers. We try one. And I never had a margarita before. I've never had one. It tasted so good. I was like, what? This shit tastes good. And we got the regular, it was like a lemon and strawberry one. And then I told the lady, can we get one more? And it's like, are they $1? I was like, yeah, they're $1. I was like, all right, cool. Let's get one more. So we got one more. The third one came and she was like, can we get another one? He's like, are you sure you want another one? He's like, yeah, because I don't know how fast it would hit. I mean, we never drink margaritas. I don't know how much it has in it. And with the 4th one, we were like, oh, it tastes good. The 5th one, we're already feeling it. The 6th one, we're like, okay, that's it. We're done. We can't. And I was driving. It's like, Ram, we got to leave already. Like, it's already too much. But they're so good. But like, the poisonous, bro. Like, the 6th with the 5th one, I felt it. 6th one, I was like, all right, okay, I'm done. I can't. I'm driving home. So, and then right now, too, I was like, I kind of want to keep drinking, but, you drove, so I was like, I don't want to keep them here too long and drink.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That day, I feel like it was just, because they're $1, I feel like they're just very watered down.
I hope they don't leave, because I like going to Applebee's for that.
Yeah. I think they were here, I think it's only seasonal. I think the last time they were here was in May, the Dollaritas.
And then they have the Jose Cuervo ones too. I think like the $5 ones. They're $5 now.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
We went we went for his birthday, and it was a $5 one.
They have those $10 buckets. Have you guys tried those?
No, I wanted to try it. Yeah, but they will all make fun of me. I was like, I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, dude, that shit looks good. Now I just want to try it, but I'll try it next time. I was gonna ask you, what's the most drunkest you ever been? Like, you were just high Sergio, like,
There's been a couple occasions.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm not an alcoholic, though. It's just a couple occasions. I want to say the drunkest was the very first time I blacked out. Like, this first and only time. I was with friends. It was a good vibe. We went to Mexico in Peñasco.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of friends, coworkers. You know, we went. I think it was like probably like 15 of us, maybe around there.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the beach drinking. You know, everybody's having a good time.
In Mexico?
Yeah, in Peñasco.
Peñasco?
Yeah. So we went for the weekend, and everybody's having a good time. You know, drinking. I was in charge, or at the time, you know, we had, instead of taking they don't allow bottles, like glass bottles on the beach.
Yeah.
So we would put it into a red cup, like just straight up tequila, and we would go out to the water just to hang out at the water. So, excuse me. We had our little cups, you know. Oh, you need more? Here, let me pour you some more. Oh, you need more? You know, we were just doing that, and then at some point, I was already pretty drunk, you know, vibing, having a good time, and then they were like, "Oh, we're out, you know, go get some more tequila." So I was like, oh, you know, fuck it, I'll go. And then, you know, got there, they were taking a shot, and I didn't have a cup. Like my cup was the tequila cup, so I wasn't gonna use that one. So they were like, "Oh, just take a shot with us." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm about to go over there," but I was like, "Fuck it." Grabbed the bottle. It was a Don Julio bottle. It was like one of those big ass ones.
Those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah, and then I remember doing a shot, and for some reason I did like three gulps, or like 2 or 3 gulps, and then after that I don't remember anything. I woke up in bed. I was in charge of the food. I was supposed to cook. I was supposed to you know, make the food, prepare everything, and I was in bed. So.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got to the room. That was the first time, and that's probably gonna be the last time. I definitely overdid it.
Do you have hangovers crazy?
If I drink sugary drinks, yes, but for the most part, not really.
And then earlier you said that when you drink mixed drinks, it doesn't get you tipsy or drunk fast.
Yeah, it does.
What's your worst enemy?
So, okay. So what I was saying earlier is that not that it doesn't get me drunk fast, but like the effects of it. Like some people are saying like, oh, dark liquor makes me angry, or like, oh, dark liquor makes me want to fight, or, you know, all that stuff.
Shit.
Like that's what people say. So I'm like, I don't think it's the liquor. Like I don't think it has anything to do, because at the end of the day, it's like the body processes it into the same chemical compound. Like it's not. It all turns into the same thing. So when people say like, oh, you know, I don't know if it's true. It might be true. I haven't looked into it. I haven't tested it out. So that's what I meant by that. But mixed drinks, they do. Especially, I mean, couple of these, and I'll be pretty good.
Yeah, but the cranberry one with the, what's it called, the whiskey one.
So earlier I said it was Crown Apple, but it's actually Jim Beam Apple. It's cheaper, and I think it tastes better than Crown Apple.
It tasted really good.
Yeah, just Crown Apple, cranberry juice, easy. It's cheap. You get like what, 2 bottles of the cranberry juice at Costco for like $8, and then the Jim Beam is like $12-13. So,
what you think about the?
It was good.
Colada one.
Yeah, what you made is good. It's you could definitely taste the bus ball in there. Mm-hmm. It's like I should probably be on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, it makes it just kick back, a nice vibe, and it's a nice drink for a hot day. Yeah. So that's why I made it too. It was during the summer when I made it. And I've always been a big fan of like piña colada type of drinks. And growing up, I would come out in some quinces, where I would go to a lot of quinces in Mexicali, back in Mexico. And they would give out piña coladas, right? But they'll be like, oh, do you want it with liquor or not liquor? And around the time, I was like, with it or not without it? So it was a good drink of mine, like one of my favorite drinks. And I've been to this one. Have you heard of Bolsa's Donuts? Yeah. So they have a piña colada one right there in the smoothie, and it's one of my favorites one. And one time I was craving something piña colada type. You know what? I remember having pineapple. I remember having the Malibu, and then I remember having I wanted to blend it, like make my own, right? And around the time, I had. Did
you put liquor in that smoothie? Or
no. No, I was craving a piña colada, right? But I remember having some ingredients at the house. Let me see if I can make my own. And I saw that I had pineapple, I had the Malibu, and I had eyes. I had the little blender bottles. You know what? Let me see if I can make one. I opened the cabinet. I remember having a buzz ball there, the white one, the piña colada ones. You know what? Let me throw it in there. And I did. I threw it in there. I drank it. It was so good, bro. I was like, you know what? This drink is good. Like for something to have outside. And then I would like I didn't cut one for you, but I like to put like pineapples in there, eat it and drink it. And it gives it more of like a sweet taste. Like you just enjoy it, and especially so cold and like in a hot environment, it's a good drink. Yeah. And that's why ever since then I just started making it. And I always have to put a buzz ball in there, a full one, because with one buzz ball, you're good. You're in the mood. Yeah. But with some other, like more and more, like it had Malibu, and then the sugar rush is like, oh, it's a perfect drink. I think it's a perfect drink, and I like it. Yeah. I like it.
You know, it was really good. Right now that you said, well, with one buzzball you're good, I was like, fuck, maybe I'm an alcoholic.
Why?
I think it takes like 2 or 3 for me to start feeling it.
For real? Yeah. One time I would take one and just we'll feel it. You know?
I think 2 to start feeling it. 3, I will probably put like around a 6.
What's your favorite flavor?
The green one. The
green one? Yeah.
What is it? The tequila Rita? Something like that?
The green apple one?
No. The margarita version.
The regular green one, right? I never even read the name. I thought it was the green apple one.
Yeah, right? It's
What's the green apple? What's the name of the green apple one?
There's a clear bottle one, right? And then there's like
the cloudy one.
The cloudy one.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 versions, but
there's the green apple one, and then there's I think it's called a tequila Rita or a limerita, something like that. But it's like a margarita in a
I think it's right. Yeah.
They have the strawberry one too. Yeah, right, tequila Rita.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, with those, bro, with one, and I told my brother that we should have like a group of friends, take one buzz ball or 2, and go bowling, see how we feel. So I want to try that one day.
I was at a Grupo Frontera concert recently. We went, and then I saw this guy on TikTok. He was like, "Oh, drinking 3 buzz balls before." Going to the club because I'm something like that. And I was like, like, let me see how many I could do. And I did 4. Like, drinking 4 buzz balls for the Grupo Frontera concert. That's one of my videos. And I was feeling pretty good. But we got there, like in the car ride, I was definitely feeling it. But I feel like once we got to the actual venue, like I wasn't really feeling it anymore. Mm-hmm. But without them, I probably would have bought a few drinks and like $20 a drink over there inside the venue. I think it's really expensive.
We got a beer one time. It was $14 for like the beer.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's the last time I'm drinking one.
Yeah, I think it was like 19 the last time I went. I was like, fuck.
That's what I like to pregame before. I'll sip a buzz ball and hit my pen a couple times, leave in the car. By the time I get there, I'm in the mood.
Dude, recently at a Circle K, they were having a sale for 75% off like the alcohol section.
Oh shit!
I bought like 30 buzz balls.
How many did you drink?
No, those are the first 4 that I drank from that stash. Okay. So
which flavor did you get?
They only had the one you just made me, the pina colada one, or something like that. They only had those, and they had the big sips. The big sips are like the competitors for
yeah, I seen those.
Yeah, they had those. So I think I got like 10 buzz balls, and then the rest were
big sips.
Yeah, they were like 75 cents each.
That's cheap, bro. Yeah. I should have gone to get some too.
I wanted to get more, but my girl told me no. So yeah. That after that one time I blacked out, I was like, no, it's a one and done. I can't do this again. Mm-hmm. It's
Have you tried the blue one? Have you looked for the blue one?
No, I haven't seen the blue one.
I've been trying to find it. I look for online. Yeah. They don't have them here yet.
They have them in Vegas and I think in Texas. I think they're barely starting to introduce them in California too.
Yeah, California. That was where they had it the most right there too.
Yeah, but I have a couple coworkers that are going to Vegas, and I was like, hey, if you see them,
that'd be
bring
sick.
me back. So hoping to try it pretty soon.
Well, Sergio, I don't want to keep you here long. Is there anything that you want to ask me? Anything you want to know before we close this episode?
Let me think. Well, what made you start doing this?
The podcast?
Yeah.
So before,
I know you briefly talked about it.
Yeah. So, long story short, me and my brother, like I said, we love movies. We love watching movies, and when I first started like looking at TikTok, I would look at people's like podcast videos or their solo videos where they have their expression of like the movies, and I would see that they'll get invited to like premieres, or they'll get invited to like the set or the behind the scenes of the whole movie. They'll get merchandise. They'll get like a box of like cool like merch about them, like popcorn buckets, whatever. It's like growing up, we like to go to movies. You know, our dad and our parents, whenever we see a movie, like, oh, let's go watch a movie. So they'll take us to the movie theaters. And we've always been like a fan, like what you think about the movie? Or it's fun, we talk about it, or make fun of it. It was just something cool to do, like to watch movies, you know? And like I said, me and my brother, we watch movies, give our reaction, and we'll laugh about it. Like, oh, look at this fool, looked all stupid doing this and that. And or you see that one area, the one character, and our whole lives we name out quotes. So like, for example, we say, have you seen the Avengers? Are you into Marvel?
Yeah.
So when I tell them like, all right, who says Avengers Assemble? Or like, oh, Captain America says it. Or like, oh, where's he from? You know, like, or what movie am I thinking about? Or can you name this quote? And all our lives, we've always like told
like
that
trivia,
to each other.
huh?
Like a trivia game.
Yeah.
And if we don't get it right, we'll give each other so much shit. It's like, damn, what a fucking fan you are. Or like, we just watched this movie. Or we just give each other so much shit. And it was like, imagine we recorded that or like just showed up on TikTok, and what if one day someone else like views our videos and calls up to give a reaction or send us some good merch and we just like react to it. I don't know. It's just something fun that I want to do for TikTok and or YouTube or
Cool.
Instagram.
Yeah. And earlier I thought of a question, but I had forgot it, but I remembered it again. Are you into anime at all?
Yes.
You are? Have you ever thought about doing like reactions to like anime scenes?
No, but I know my brother will. I know my brother's a big anime person. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. That's always been my favorite anime. There's been other cartoons that I watch, like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, like that type of cartoons. But anime, Dragon Ball Z has been my favorite. I have a tattoo of him in my leg, and he's always been that one character I grew up watching. And my brother would put me on Demon Slayer.
Dude, the way that shit had me crying.
Yeah, so he got me into that, and I saw the first couple episodes, and I was like, all right, I like it. And the thing is that I'm older than him, so I don't have time to like sit down and watch some anime because it's just other things I have to do around the house, or I have to go to the gym, or have some other things to do. It's like I wish I could sit down. He's a gamer. He's a badass gamer. That fool gets down with all the games he's in. He knows his shit, and I always told my brother, "Hey, start streaming. You know, like you never know, you can grow big like that." And plus, like I hear you all the time, and you say some stupid, funny shit on the headset. I'm always laughing, and then I would see him play games, and I'm like laughing. I was like, dude, this fool is good, you know. And me and him were always competitive in games, so we like to play Smash Bros. And every time, it's like, all right, first to 3 wins, and we'll just like show off when we win. We'll give each other so much shit. Yeah. And growing up, I would play PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. After that, I just stopped. Or Xbox 360. I was an Xbox fan too. After that, you know, like how people say, you grew up. And I grew up, and I wish I could still play. I wish I could have the time to play. I would love to sit down and play, but there's other dreams and goals that I have that I want to continue and to achieve one day. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Games will come and go, but not these opportunities.
That's how I am.
And so, like, if one day he'll let me play, and he bought a whole ass setup and desk, I was like, bro, I'm so jealous. Do you have a whole ass setup and desk, a whole ass like room setup, you know? And he has his Funko Pops, all his movie collections, like. I'm happy seeing that. You know, if I couldn't do it, my brother can do it. And to this day, you know, we're still big gamer fans. And anime, he's the one that put me mostly in all the cool animes. But Dragon Ball Z, I would pick that over anything.
Yeah. I remember watching that scene on Super where Goku and Frieza like take down Jiren. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
shit had my fucking
that brought me to like memory lane.
Yeah.
From the first season where like they hate each other. Yeah. Now they're fighting together. Like, and we watch it all the time and just laugh and smile and just have those tears of joy.
Did you watch it like when it first came out in Japanese?
Yeah, every Sunday we were at like a party and everything, and then
shit,
and I was like, fuck. My cousin and I would be like, all right, let's watch it. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, I didn't know about the new one until he told me about it, because I grew up watching the regular saga with Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, the androids, the beginning with Raditz, all those characters. So that's the era I grew up in.
The Ginyu Force.
Yeah, the Ginyu Force. And then it came to the Super one where he's already watched it, and he told me about it, and I had to start over with Dragon Ball Z. So I went from the beginning from Battle of the Gods, and it led up to the Tournament of Power. So all those episodes throughout the middle, I had to watch every single one of them, and it was very worth it. In the end, I cried out. Not didn't cry, but I was just like, Goku and Frieza. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when I first started it, I started on the PS2. The it was like a, I forget the name of it, but it was the Dragon Ball Z game had a red cover on it. It was
Budokai?
Yeah, Budokai 2. That's the one my cousin and I would always play. Every single time I was at his house,
All
like,
of us.
let's play. So we would just be playing, and then so that's where I started. You know, I never really watched his like Goku's growing up or like the story behind.
Me
it.
neither.
So have you watched it at all?
No, my dad has. My dad told me, because my dad put me on Dragon Ball Z. So he grew up watching that.
Yeah. That's sick. I still have my like all my games. It was, I think I played this one, then this the one where it's kind of like a story mode.
Kakarot?
No.
Takanashi?
Yeah, it has a silver cover.
Yeah, it's Budokai 3.
No.
With Majin Buu?
I think it was Sagas. The
Tenkaichi? Or is it a Dragon Ball game, right?
yeah, it's a Dragon Ball game, but it's more of a like a game board type game where you like each one you advance and then you have to fight, and then there's like a little.
I think I know what you're talking
I'm
about,
about
but
to
I
look
don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I probably remember it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because there was different. It was
Real quick. Maybe you're
Budokai,
right.
Teknachi, and then is that a new one or is it PlayStation 2?
I think it was PlayStation 2. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I never played that one.
This one.
I never played it, so
I seen it though, but I never played it.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but back to the Dragon Ball Z one. My dad grew up watching when he was a kid,
In so long.
and I watched it from Frieza to Majin Buu till the end, and then he's watching too, but he watched the Super, and I didn't get to watch that one, so I had to watch all that.
Yeah, so this is the game I started playing on. So I never really saw his backstory or anything like that. So then
Is that what got you into Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say my cousin got me into it. But then I a couple years ago I watched the whole series from start to finish, and I was like, fuck, like this is a good story. You know?
Watch the movies?
No.
You never watched the movies?
No, I haven't watched that one. No.
Dude,
I know.
Broly, Battle of the Gods. Was there no, was there two, right?
So, it was...
Oh, Frieza. Golden Frieza.
Well, that one was part of the Super series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was the anime, and after the anime, it's Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then Dragon Ball Superhero. With
Oh, okay.
Gohan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You seen the new one, the movie? You haven't seen any of the movies, right?
No, I haven't seen. The last I stopped watching was the that episode with Goku and Frieza, the Tournament of Power.
That was where you.
Yeah, that's where I lost.
Have you seen the other episodes before that? Or you just saw Tournament of Power?
No, I saw all of Super, but
okay.
no movies, anything like that. Just
So, watch the Broly one.
Mm-hmm.
That one's sick, bro.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theaters, and the whole
Very chill, dude.
chills. In the end, you're just like mouth drop. You're just excited to watch it. You get those chills
Like a
and
kid
everything.
again,
You feel like a kid.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then they have, what was the other one? Gohan and Superhero. Dragon Ball Superhero. That was a great one too. I thought it was gonna suck because of the different animation they have, but it was a great movie.
I think I've seen clips of it. That's where he fights with Goku, no? Or
It's Goku and Piccolo. They fight some androids. You know, remember Red Rocket?
Gohan.
uh-huh.
Oh yeah, sorry. Piccolo and Gohan. They fight. So the Red Rocket comes back again in the backstory. Like they see all the battles of the Dragon Ball Z, and then they're like, okay, we need to make an android even stronger. So they make these new androids, and they go after Gohan. They go after his daughter, and they kidnap his daughter, and then he gets like,
Yeah.
he's insane. He's gonna get all mad and fucks them all up.
Yeah.
And it's sick. It's like way more. There's more like fighting on nonstop, dude. It's like sick. And also Broly, like it's gonna give you chills. But like the animation in Broly is my favorite. The animation in Superhero was like I was skeptical too. I was like, I don't know. Still badass.
That's good.
Dude. Still good. Holds up. Yeah.
I'll have to watch them then.
Yeah,
no,
that's where Gohan turns to Ultra Instinct, right?
No, he goes go on beast mode.
Beast mode.
It's just his beast mode. And
And then he's like this.
Oh shit.
That movie, bro, is it's a badass movie.
So he's still young. Wait.
He's like in his 20s.
Yeah, he's a dad now, and he wasn't really doing any training. He was just like a normal dad, just 9 to 5 job, like
College.
college.
Let me see that again. Oh, okay.
You know Piccolo, right? He
Yeah.
turns to like
It's because I saw this picture and he's still young there, so that's why I was like, wait.
no,
what?
he's like this right here. He's like that in the
Okay.
movie. What was the name of the Piccolo?
They just call him Orange Piccolo.
Orange Piccolo. That was like fucking huge and shit, like big as fuck, and like a steroid Piccolo. And he was strong in the movie too. I liked it. I recommend you to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, after Super, I stopped watching Dragon Ball Z or anything related or Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I was going more into Demon Slayer. Like my girl and I are watching that right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Finish
But
Did you finish it?
to the latest episode, yeah,
Oh, what you think of it?
it's pretty cool. Like it's definitely like it gives you chills. And then I'm assuming you watched it. Yeah. Where Zenitsu was like when he's usually fighting, he's sleeping, but
when he locks in.
yeah.
He locks in, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, like he's awake. I was like, he's awake. His eyes are open. Yeah.
Because, I don't know if you read the manga.
No, I haven't read the manga.
Spoiler, like remember that letter he got he opens the letter and he's like
Yeah.
Remember how he changed? That letter, it kind of, spoiler in the manga. But the reason why
Spoilers?
He's like that, huh?
Spoilers.
Sorry. In the manga, like, it will reveal what the letter said that his old master, so one of the new upper demons, because you know how they killed a bunch of them?
Uh-huh.
They replaced one of the old demons with one of his brothers. One of the people that he trained with, and that same person killed his master. And he's like, dog, locked in.
Wow.
And he got mad, and in the manga, the fight's sick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil anymore, but it's sick.
Yeah, my girl, she used to hate Zenitsu. It was like, oh, he's so annoying. But then when she saw, I think it was the very first scene that he locked in. It was, I think they were in that house where
He was sleeping, right? And then he just.
Yeah. She was like, what the hell? Then, yeah, it's cool. I watched Naruto. That one's probably one of my favorites. I have a tattoo on my side of my leg.
What's your favorite anime?
Fuck. I'd probably have to say Naruto, honestly. Probably be basic. It's the first one I watched. It's have it near and dear to my heart. Aside from that, probably Dragon Ball. But I don't know if I consider Dragon Ball anime.
You should watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
I've been wanting to. I think I watched like 3 episodes. Then I was in the middle of watching other shows, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna put this.
Nothing but fights. In the second season, they got anime of the year, and like,
No.
badass. Like, I was telling him all the fights, and he liked it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, he'll call me. I'll be in my room. He's like, Al, come here. And I'm like, he likes to show me something. And he showed me a clip, and I'm right there. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. It was nice.
Yeah.
And I'll ask him, I was like, is that the same from before? And he'll be like, yep, it's the same one.
Yeah. I watched Kaiju number 8.
oh yeah, big monsters, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty cool. That one, Solo Leveling.
Oh, sorry, that one's really good. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I've put a hiatus on my watching, but I'm gonna get back into it.
Yeah. I started watching all these shows that they're like in between seasons. So I'm like, fuck, no. What am I gonna watch?
Oh, he put me into Invincible. Have you seen Invincible?
Mm-mm.
Bro, that he put me in Invincible. It's on Amazon, and explain it to him.
So in Invincible, it's like it's gonna be your first thoughts are gonna be, oh, it's a bootleg or a fucking copy of DC. You're gonna immediately see it like the first scene is when like the wannabe Justice League, right? And his first reaction is like, oh, what is this? What is this? Like, they're like, oh, and I'm like, no, just keep watching.
Your turn.
So in Invincible, it's like, okay, you're gonna think of it as a bootleg DC, right? And I read the entire, like, at the first season, the first episode, the end, you're gonna be like,
what the fuck, you know? They don't hold back. Have you seen The Boys or anything?
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Wait, hold on. What is The Boys?
The Boys it's like a real life interpretation of superheroes, like how they would be in politics and real life. They're really gory. They don't give a fuck. Like I recommend The Boys and Invincible. It's on both on Prime Video, and in Invincible, that's like a cartoon show. But dude, you're gonna sit down and watch the entire thing. Everyone that's watched it, nothing but good reviews, nothing but positive feedback, and so basically it's like, okay, like another Superman story, DC, but think of it as Superman comes to Earth, has a kid, and that kid his name is Invincible, and then spoiler, fuck, I don't know if I want to tell him because it's gonna ruin it, dude.
You already ruined it for me.
Like spoiler continues to tell me everything.
But like no, it's a given. Even in the first episode, it's just a story. But so spoiler, like his dad, like he's like the strongest superhero on the Earth because he's from another planet. He's the Viltrumite, and he's from planet Viltrum. And that show, he's meant to be okay. He claims that he's a protector of Earth. That his home planet sent him to protect Earth, but really they sent him to conquer Earth. And they're like a ruthless species. And Invincible, well, his son, he wants to be like his dad. He thinks his dad's a superhero and everything. And the moment he reveals that he's here to conquer Earth, to take and kill anybody that resists, they both go at it and they fight. And obviously his dad's like 400 or 1,000 years old. And well, like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's just it's really good, and it's like it's gonna give you like chills. Maybe think about your dad or your family, how you would be in that situation. You're just gonna, dude, what? It's just really good. And the comics, I read the entire thing. I know how it ends, and I'm not gonna spoil it for him because I want his first reaction. But dude, it's amazing. 10 out of 10. I'd recommend it, and I feel like you should, like, if you've seen Demon Slayer, you've seen Naruto, like each episode's like 8 episodes a season. They're like an hour long, dude. Worth it.
Yeah.
Nothing but fights. It's gory. You know, they don't hold back.
Is it animated or is it?
It's animated, yeah. And it's really good. I recommend.
If you like Dragon Ball Z, bro, you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend it, man.
I'm about to watch it then. You said Amazon
Prime Video, yeah. It's, dude, I don't know. I love that. It's my favorite comic. I bought all the books, like $50 each. I was like, no, fuck it, man. I want to read them. I read through them like in a week.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I never really get like down to heart to like reading like comics and shit, because I know there's a bunch of them, but no, these comics, I was like, no, I'm gonna read them all. It was worth it. Yeah.
What's your favorite anime?
Damn, it's a hard question.
That's all a judgment in your eyes when I answered.
Oh, Naruto. Naruto's good. I finished Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden. I haven't got to watch Boruto. Have you seen that one? Yeah, I heard it was like okay, but the fights are dope. But no, Naruto's good. I did give him some tears and everything. I liked it.
One of my favorite scenes that actually made me cry is when he met his mom. When he inside of a
his dad. When he met his dad.
The dad too, but for me it was when he met his mom. That he was like who are you? Like and then he's like, yeah, that scene I was like, fuck, like that was a good scene. Oh, he was inside of what Kurama, right? In the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Yeah.
To break the chains.
Or he was both. They were both inside of Kurama when he both met his both parents, like in each separate times. But my favorite, fuck, dude, it's like either Death Note or
Death Note's pretty good too.
Death Note and JJK, dude.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is always gonna have a place in my heart, but like real like Death Note and JJK, top, dude.
I never finished Death Note. I think I watched most of it. It just got boring. I think the last thing I remember was like they were on top of a tower, like the CCTV tower.
Yeah.
And that I thought that was just.
It's not like okay fights every scene. It's just really suspenseful. It's like damn, dude. It's like it gets you like holy shit. Like what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? And there are some episodes like okay, what the fuck's happening? Like what's going on? Like it's gonna get interesting, but nah. Like watch them and it's just gonna get worth it. And it's 10 out of 10 too. Like love it. It's like in the anime charts, like the top ones. Death Note's always on top. Everyone always recommends it. It's a short anime with 30 episodes, so it's like really good to like speed through it. Especially anime openers. You know, people don't like anime, but they watch one you're like, oh shit, they're into anime now. Like Demon Slayer is a good opener. Death Note is. Dragon Ball on the way, but it's like 500 episodes. So
Have you seen Black Clover?
no, I heard it's good
So
though.
good.
Dude.
Black Clover is so good. I just watched My Hero Academia recently.
Mm-hmm.
That's also really good. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't seen.
No.
Everyone tells me to watch it.
There's like fighting every scene.
Yeah,
It's super cool.
I need to watch. I have a whole list, dude. Like have you seen One Punch Man?
Yeah. I've only seen what was available. I think it was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah,
So it was probably like the first season, but after that I haven't seen it.
it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu has a second season, and the third season is just an animation
Yeah.
because it was not like a super long hiatus. And then Mappa, the studio,
Yeah.
they picked it up,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, you know what, fuck, we're gonna do season 3, and they already released like a little trailer of it, and dude, it's dope.
Yeah.
And like, no, they're all fight. Season 2 is all fighting too. It's like dope, and yeah, I recommend everything. Like, but finish Death Note, man. Finish Death Note. JJK. You should
That's
watch
my next
that.
one that I'm gonna watch for sure.
Yeah, like the first season, it's more of an introduction of how the curses, like how the abilities work, and and also the movie. So watch like the first season and then the movie, and then jump to the second season. It's gonna make sense, and you're just gonna like, damn, it's really cool.
Yeah. I think another one of my favorites is Attack on Titan. I feel like that's just a classic.
Oh
Like,
yeah, dude.
So
It's like I don't think he has the patience to watch it all, but everyone says like the first episode is like, wow, like holy shit, I want to watch more, because everyone knows the first episode, right? Like when his mom dies and shit, and he wants revenge, and it's like, and remember the season 3 or season 4 when he's like goes back in time, when he goes back and he starts influencing his dad, and we're like, oh shit, he was behind it all the entire time. That was like,
yeah, when they released that, I was like, what the fuck? Like what?
yeah,
The whole time.
I didn't get it either. I was like, oh shit. And then no, there's many scenes where it got me crying. And then that one scene where if you haven't watched it, bro, come on, like this is spoilers. But that one scene when like Reiner and Bertold, when they reveal themselves, and he's like,
They're on top of the wall, no?
the wall, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they just transform, and then they just go at it. I'm like, fuck. It's a cool. I watch anime all day, man.
Yeah. A lot of people hate on anime, but
Now we're stands, dude, and we got we're not salty. We got salty. Like, oh, everyone's all into it now. But we're like we're DBZ stands and like defending that shit to its core, and then everyone's watching it now. But it's fine. Like, okay, you guys now know the love that we had back then. Now you guys, it's more socially acceptable, and it's hella gym pumps. Like over there in our local gym in our local town, there's a whole like mural of Majin Vegeta.
wow.
Yeah, like just like flexing and shit. And we're like, damn. You see, like Vegeta gets everyone pumped. Yes or no?
Yeah.
It's like he trains.
sure.
He's a Saiyan. He's got a lot of pride, and he just trains. But yeah, man,
That's like I've just been looking for new animes to watch. So I think Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be the next one I watch.
I have like 50 on my list. I've only watched like 10 of them. I gotta watch so many. Nah, yeah. James, what'd you think of it?
It was cool. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of blood and like just guts everywhere.
Yeah.
So definitely.
No, there's a change of pace. What I thought, like all
Towards
these,
the end, no?
yeah, like we all have these power ups and shit, but this is just straight hand, like okay, little abilities and shit. But he turns into an actual chainsaw, and then the manga goes even deeper. Like they have more lore. I'm like, whoa, it gets that technical, and it's it's really good. And no, dude, if you're in for a treat for Demon Slayer, dude. Like you're gonna cry. You're gonna see how many people die. I'm not gonna spoil it, bro.
No, yeah, we you know how in the latest episodes how he I think I'm a little confused on everything, but how the guy with the mark, like how that demon that looks like the guy in his like in Tanjiro's visions.
Oh, the
one that has the mark as well.
with the 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he's the Upper Moon 1. He's the top one, right next to Muzan.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's,
sorry. My girl was like, "Oh, is that his dad?" Because in his visions, he's like,
I can tell you.
No, I already know. I haven't
Okay.
told her. I already know, but those like, oh, like I want to see more, like, and then she hates watching shows where it's like cliffhangers. There's no more to watch. So in that last episode where they were all falling into this thing, she was like this, like watching. And she was like, put the next one. I'm like, there is no next one. I didn't know. That was my first time watching it too. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. So
no, I'll be so into it, and then it cuts the roll credits. I'm like,
yeah.
Nah, and then sometimes I'll spoil myself. There's only 2 minutes left, dude.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, nah.
That's how it was with Solo Leveling. That's how it was with the other one I said. I forget what it was called. But yeah, you gotta eat. Yeah.
It's. Do you know more? Like after the last episode, do you know what's happened next?
No, no, I don't watch it. I don't read any of the manga. I don't know anything. It's just whatever's on.
But you know the backstory of the Upper Moon one?
No.
I think it's Kokoshibo. His name is Kokoshibo. So that's, you want me to tell you? It's just a story, but there's not really like any.
Okay.
They're gonna spoil it. Like, it's gonna tell you later on, but it's not really major. Like, oh shit, what? It's remember the visions that Tanjiro are having? It's not his ancestor, but his ancestor's friend. And so Tanjiro is like the, not prophesized, but the one that kind of holds up to him. So he's so that one he's having visions of, that's his brother. They're twins. So one person went the route of being a demon slayer, and the other person wasn't as good as him, and so he became a demon.
Wow.
And he killed him. Man, it's like later on the story, it's gonna unveil slowly but surely in visions and shit. And no, it's amazing. And then the dude. So they're all separated. All the hot shields, they're all separated. They're all gonna fight separate upper moons. And remember how Rengoku dies? You know who? Remember the one that killed him?
Yeah. I have what is it, Akuza? I think that's his name.
Akaza. Yeah, Akaza. Yeah. And oh, dude, the get back is gonna be crazy.
No spoilers though.
The get back is gonna be crazy. Like, I'm not gonna spoil. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for them. But nah, the get back is crazy. You're gonna get a tear in your eye. You can see who fights them. Like, it's fucking A. And it's like, wow, it's such a get back, and it's such a like an honorable thing that Tanjiro does for him, But yeah.
Yeah, I have a tattoo for Akaza.
You do?
Yeah, it's on my inner leg. Let me see if I can show you real quick. It's pretty cool.
I want to get more. I want to get like, that pose that Majin Vegeta does, like when he does the 2 fingers and shit.
I think so. Just like standing up straight.
Yeah, standing straight.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I want to get that on my leg. I want to get that one, the fight, the second round of Reiner and Eren, when Reiner comes down the parachute, and they
off
both,
the blimp, right?
Off the blimp, and then Eren roars.
Yeah.
That roar, I want to get it like right here. That roar is sick. Like, I love the sound. I love the fucking the scene, the pose and shit. I think I have it.
Look, this is what I got.
On my phone.
I got that. Look.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's because it was a wife or his girlfriend. Thank you. Fuck. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Like this, you're gonna know which exact scene I'm talking about. It's gonna be this one.
Oh, fuck, this drink is good. Yeah.
I want to put that on my chest, like right here. It's gonna be dope. Like, and it'll be the fuck ton of shading. What?
On your chest?
Like right here, yeah.
Ouch.
I know. I want to get so many tattoos. I want to be mainstream and get an Itachi tattoo, but everyone has Itachi tattoos, bro. I tell like other tattoo artists, like, well, what's like the most common one? They say Itachi. I'm like, nah, never mind. I'm not gonna be basic. But also, which one's the one I told you? Also Levi's my favorite. Who's your favorite character in all of anime? It's a hard question.
Yeah, it is. Favorite character in all of, I have to think. That one's hard to answer. Fuck.
Like, also saw this one. Like, it's gonna be a fuck
That
ton of
one's cool.
shading, and I don't know if you zoom in on it or whatever. But like that, It's gonna be a fuck ton shame, but that's sick. Like I love Levi, I love Aaron. Aaron's my favorite. Obviously my favorite Titan.
I don't know. Oh, what?
Or top 2, top 3. Gonna make it easier for you.
The ones I could think of right off the bat is Goku, Naruto, and then probably Frieza. Yeah.
It's valid. Yeah. My favorite is Vegeta and Levi. And Vegeta's like, I got like hella toys back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would always like imagine myself as Vegeta and this was Goku and everything. Every time we picked up like the Budokai, I was always Vegeta, he's always Goku and shit. And then, do you know the manga, like all this, like what's happening after Super?
No.
You haven't seen the forms? You know, the purple one?
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna show you after.
I know. I think I have seen it, but like on TikTok videos. But I'm like, oh, like it's probably like a fan created, But
they haven't animated yet because supposedly there's not enough like manga like story to animate, so like get a full season or whatever. But soon, like they're gonna start production and shit. Plus, like the creator of Dragon Ball Z passed away, so the creator or the writer of Super is like in mourning right now. He's taking a little break and shit. He's kind of getting his bearings back. But
what was her name? Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama, and then there's
Toriyama.
And then the creator for Super is Toyotaro. Like his little fan is like, I think he knew him. Little like predecessor, is that the right word? Like his little fan, and then he's honoring him, like he's getting influence from him, and they're communicating. And well, since he passed away, he took a hiatus. He's taking a break. But yeah, no, the story's good, and when it gets animated, bro, it's gonna break records. It's gonna do everyone to be watching that shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
So what's up?
For sure.
Ready? Goku? No,
I think it's just a bias. Grew up watching it,
Yeah.
so always have a place in my heart.
No, this guy's Goku. Like we got the shirts. I'll show you later. We got some vintage shirts of like Goku and Vegeta. It's pretty badass. But what's up? Mm-hmm.
Call it a wrap.
Yeah. But thanks, man. I like talking about this shit, especially with new people, like what their opinions and everything. But thanks for coming on the pod, man.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me. That's pretty cool. Cool first experience.
Thank you for coming, bro, and thank you reaching out.
Thank you for having me.
First guest, bro. I really enjoyed our conversation. It was nice knowing you, bro, and hopefully
Likewise.
we can do another episode in the future. And I'm gonna try my best to have a better studio. I mean, we all start somewhere, like you said. But it was an honor having you here, man, as a first guest, and hope you go big and do some shirts so we can all rep it. But it was nice to meet you, bro. I want to post videos so it can help us grow and get well known.
Yeah.
And I don't care how long it takes. I've seen how many YouTubers and how many TikTokers grew from over time. I know one day we'll get there, and I know one day you'll get there too. And the one thing that I'm proud of that you told me earlier, bro, is how Josh Leyva wanted you in his podcast on La Plática, but we were the first ones to have you here. And it's an honor, bro. It's a really honor to have you here, and
Thank you.
I'm happy. And, hopefully, like I said, I hope we have another episode together in a bigger studio, something more fun, and both of us we can have there, and more anime talk and more live talk and see how you grew. But thank you, bro. Thank you for coming, and
Thank you.
hope to see you again soon.
Appreciate it, man.